Let's talk about this. Hey everyone, I'm back camping. As you can see, the last time I was riding on zone, there was like next to no snow. Well, since my last video, we got some weather. Last weekend when I was supposed to go out camping, the low was negative 50, 51.
We're there.
In Fahrenheit, that's pretty close to about the same. I think it's minus 58 Fahrenheit. So yeah, it was cold. Due to safety reasons, I elected not to. I'm gonna get my tent set up. I'm gonna get my shore power plugged in. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave my shore power for now because I have a new toy. So, and I need to wire it in. So I'm gonna set my tent and then I will be back like this. All right, got the tent set up. Let's talk about this. All right, everyone. This is the Planar diesel heater. I am done with the Chinese diesel heaters. I've bought mine last year and all I have done is basically played around with it. This is made in Canada. If you want to open it up, you have it here. There we go. Comes with a power cord that hooks directly into your battery. There's places out there that make attachments, but from what I've heard on other YouTube videos is this does better if it's hardwired into a battery. So I'll be doing that today. Comes with an little instruction thing that's laminated. Comes with a little control port for your thermostat. There's 3 different test styles. There's the analog one, has just the analog one. Pretty simple, comes with it. But you can get 2 different styles. You can get a digital one and then you can get a touchscreen one depending on what you want. And I'm gonna pull these out because they don't need to be in there, and neither does this instruction booklet. It's made in Canada. They're built in Surrey, BC. And these are not, from what I've seen on numerous websites, that they're saying they're Pelican cases, but they're not. They're Nanook cases. They're built here in Canada, extruded plastic. I have 2 of these, and as soon as I saw it, I knew it. I have a yellow one almost identical to this, but it's a little bit longer and a little bit narrower. But we're gonna spin it around. Has a 7-liter tank, has the air intake with the air manifold to reduce temperature, and then it has your exhaust, which is very nicely wrapped all the way in. So if you want to open this up, it's all wrapped all the way through your case. I don't know if you can see that, but fuel pump is just mounted right in the inside of the case, and then you have your Planar diesel heater. You can buy individual ones if you're a van lifer or someone that uses an RV all the time. My plan is to get this up and running, and then I'm going to test it, see how the fuel economy is. from what I've heard, it uses 2 liters per 8 hours of running, which is amazing. My Chinese diesel heater would literally burn through 5 liters of fuel overnight in probably 8 to 10 hours. 10 hours. So I'm really curious on how this works. If you ever really need one, you guys go see the guys at Craze Outdoors in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, or you can order online. Anybody in the US, unfortunately, you won't be able to buy this here, but I think there's places in the States. If I find them, I'll links in the description below. But for Canadian residents, Craze Outdoors, they have crazy stuff. They're in the process of moving, so if you go there and it's a little crowded, don't mind them. They're just in the middle of moving and it's a small store. But this thing, I'm super excited about. I really, 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 really hope it actually works the way it does. So I'm going to get this wired in and then I'll be back once I get it set up. All right, it's all wired in. Now we'll unwrap this. This is the data port for the thermostat. And they have 2 really beautiful connectors. This one, only one way in, one way out. Well, it's probably brand flipping new. There we go. Holy moly, it was tight for the first time. And now, power. I wired this in. It's probably going to stay in my truck so I don't have to do that every time. I have lots. This is going to reach to the ground so I can set it on the ground at night. It's going to be killer. You know, one way in, one way out. You have a notch here, tab. I'm sure you'll get it. There we go. So now I need this, which is my thermostat. Take it here. I think this is one way in, one way out. Doesn't say. Lights are all on, which means it's good. Doing a little self-test. You know, let's leave that for a minute. Let's give her a shot. Here we go. There. I guess you can't have the fan and the heater on at the same time. Let's give her a whirl and then I'm going to hook everything up and then we're going to be golden. It may turn off the first time because it's never been primed. So yeah, it's going. While we're doing that, I'm going to write this down. Don't think I have this tight enough. Once this fires up, I'll be back. All right, everyone, this thing is up. I didn't even have to prime it. It primed itself, raring to go. It's like been, I don't know, 5 minutes. It's already blowing pretty warm air. It's on medium right now. Yeah, and it's drawing 23 watts. My Chinese diesel heater would draw at least 50 to 60 watts constant. Even this thing, when it first started up, was only drawing like 100 watts, not even. My Chinese diesel heater would draw between 130 and 150 watts on initial startup. And this thing's already pumping heat like pretty good. So, all right, I'm gonna get this thing up into the tent so I can start letting it run, and then I'll see you back for beer 30. I brought a delicious beer. How do you feel about that?
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, baby. Happy beer 30. Got a new beer by Collective Arts. It's called a Sicilian Lemon Gose. Yeah. Never tried this one before. Picked it up in Calgary 2 weeks ago.
Yummy!
It's actually really good. Alright, turn the diesel heater off for a little bit just to give my batteries a break. I have them plugged into the shore power. They're charging at about 100 watts right now. Yeah, I've just been hanging out. I put some new lights in my tent. Hopefully they're gonna work out. When I was at Craze Outdoors buying this thing, girlfriend and I found some string lights. We had a pair from Loom Noodle, but these ones are Kuma string lights. I'll show them to you when we're up in the tent a little later. You could string them together and they actually have a remote and they plug into a battery pack for lights. They're like really thin, really light. I could probably leave them in the tent and not even have to worry about it, which is kind of awesome. My other light, it does okay, but it's pretty... It lights up the tent okay, but sometimes I would just like a little bit more light, especially if I'm filming in the tent. We're going to see how it works. Maybe it won't work, maybe it will. But anyways, the cool thing about those lights is they're magnetic and they come with like little orange attachments. Yeah, so they're awesome. Yeah, like I said, if you guys ever are in Calgary and you want to check out a really cool outdoor place, Craze Outdoors. Awesome. Just look them up. Find the address. They're just off Blackfoot Trail and 42nd, maybe a little farther down than that. But yeah, awesome. They're moving soon, so I'm not too sure where the new showroom is, but you need to go and check them out. They're great. That thing pumps.
Pump it up while your feet are stumping.
It was hot in the tent when I was putting the lights up. It was like 20 degrees in there and like 1 Celsius out. So, and I had it on medium heat. So I think tonight I'm probably going to turn it down a bit. And yeah, turn it down a bit. It's might be a little warm. I don't think I'm going to need a second blanket tonight. So that's all I have to say. And the weather's beautiful. Like, it's 0 out right now. Before, like about an hour ago, it said it was 6 degrees out. Considering last Saturday at this time, it was like minus 45, minus 50. It was cold. And then we got snow. Lots of it. So, yeah, I think just going to hang out. I didn't bring anything special for supper. I'm not going to worry about it tonight. Filming supper. I just wanted to get out camping, and honestly, I didn't even think about any food until it was way too late. So I just grabbed a couple sandwiches. That'll be fine. I have some chips for a snack later. I may have a fire. I don't know. There's a lot of snow over there, and I don't know if I feel like digging out the fire pit right now. It's a little buried and brushing off the picnic table. We'll see. I'm just gonna relax. I didn't bring out my chair. I'm just gonna sit on the back of the tailgate. It's warm enough, and I'm just going to relax, man. This is great. I haven't been camping since like the day before Christmas. So we're talking almost a month. I got that video out at the beginning of the month, but between my girlfriend working Saturdays and she doesn't really drive very well at night, so I offered to do that. And then she had a industry event up in Calgary, so I drove her there and we stayed there for the weekend. And I saw my kid and went and saw a movie. And yeah, so, and then last weekend it was like polar vortex. And then this weekend it's beautiful. And I'm like, I'm going out. I want to try this thing out. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I burned it ran for 2 hours and it barely even moved the diesel like crazy. So yeah, I think the one upgrade I'm going to get is I would like the digital display so I can set the temperature I want to keep it at in my tent and just leave it there. And it comes with a thermostat. So yeah, that'll be my next upgrade for this thing. But as far as I'm concerned, this thing's awesome so far. I'll let you know in the morning. But I think I'm just going to hang out. And I'll probably see you a little later. We'll see what happens. I might have a fire. We'll see. I just want to relax and just chill out. So, yeah, 0. Little under 0 Celsius. Yeah, my tent's still 14 degrees inside, and I turned off the diesel heater like 15-20 minutes ago. So it's still pretty warm in there. I want to try out those lights very shortly. So I'm just going to hang out for a little bit, and then I will, I might see you at supper. We'll hang out, and then I'll decide if I'm going to have a fire or not. I have my hatchet here. All I have to do is cut up a couple pieces of wood, and I've got some fire starter, so it would be nothing for me to start up a fire. We'll see how tired. I'm kind of tired today. My new job's kind of kicking my butt. I don't know. Since I started there, I'm just so tired at night. Like going to bed at like 9 or 9:30, which is unusual for me. Kind of crazy. But all right, I will see you. I'll see you later. I just recorded a whole big spiel and forgot to hit record. That's normal. But anyways, I didn't bring it much for supper. I brought a couple sandwiches, pastrami, chips. I have the planer. Just pump it away. The thing's awesome. It's only drawing like next to nothing. My shore power's pretty much subsidizing that for sure. It's getting pretty chilly right now. It's -4 and +8 in the tent, so that's going up. It's only been running for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, if that. So yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to have a fire. I was going to, but I checked my lighters and none of my lighters are working. I tried to heat it up in my dash and nothing. So I think what I'm going to do is you can buy little blow torches that hook onto your propane tanks, and they have like an auto igniter. I think I'm going to get one of those for lighting fires, especially in the winter time, because I kind of wanted to have a little bit of a fire. I changed my mind. I even cleared out this. I even cleared off the picnic table and stamped around the fire pit, and then I checked my lighter, and that's it. That's all. So, so far I'm pretty happy with that. It's gonna stay wired into my truck now. I just need to find a place to put the wires when I'm not using it. I'll figure it out. The data link for the thermostat and the heat control, that'll just go back in the box. The only thing is you have to wait, make sure it's cooled off before you do that, but that's a pretty good place for it to just hang out. So so yeah, it's starting to get a little chilly. I forgot to bring my heavier jacket. This one's okay, but it's starting to get a little chilly now. So I think I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna hop up in the tent with my chips, and yeah, I will. I'll see you then. Hey everyone, I'm in the tent. Yeah, got the string lights happening. I think these are way better than my other light, whether you can see me or not, like the other one. I don't know. but from what I can see on the front of my GoPro, it looks pretty good so far. Yeah, so I'm just in the tent. I think I'm gonna watch a movie. I got a few movies on there, but I think Straight Outta Compton is going to be the one. Just talked to my girlfriend. Looks like she had plans tonight, but fortunately, one of her employees didn't show up, so looks like she might have to work. Which is not cool at all. So, yeah, I'm gonna watch a movie, and I will see you in the morning for coffee, because I got a new jet boil for Christmas for my lovely girlfriend, and I think I'm gonna try it out. We'll see how cold I am. All right, I will see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Well, rooftop tent fought me this morning a little bit. I feel that I might have left something in there, and it wouldn't close, but I finally got it closed. It fought me a little bit. That's fine. Yeah, it slept good. The Planar diesel heater, I'm just gonna give it one of those. I ran it all night last night. It started at about 4:30, and it ran till it was still running when I woke up, and it only burned like half the diesel. Awesome. My other diesel heater, I probably would have went through the full 5. I only had the diesel heater on about medium high, if that, and man, it was toasty in there. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna bail out. I'm gonna call it here. It was a great night. I'm glad I'm out. I'm back. If you like these videos, please like, comment, subscribe. Stay adventurous, and I'll see you on the next one.